Hello everyone, welcome to Wealthy Mindset. My name is Oliver. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. And today I'm going to be covering BlackBerry and GameStop and the Dow Jones to cover the market in general. I'm going to try to do as quickly as possible because I know today's pretty much a big day overall in terms of how things are moving. So let's get to it. Quick disclaimer, like always, I'm not a professional. I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own due diligence and your own research. Don't buy or sell based off my opinion that I form from what I show you. So I also do own shares in BlackBerry. Been holding for 6 years, so on and so forth. So let's get to it. In terms of the Dow Jones, what we have here is pretty cool. Let me try to go into the 5-day kind of stuff. Okay, so you can see here we have a downward trend, two downward trends forming. We have a support downward trend and a resistance downward trend. And then I'm going to have a legend on the side showing what the colors are, what they represent in terms of support and resistance. Keep in mind diagonal lines support, resistance, and support. Resistance and support at the same time. So what we have here is these two lines. So we have support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. We had a false breakout here, but it looks like it doesn't matter. And it broke up to the positive. Now we could meet resistance here. By the time this video comes out, you'll know. But we have resistance both meeting up. So primarily what I think is going to happen is here, this is going to basically hit resistance, bounce down, meet resistance, come back to support, consolidate a little bit to the upside, hit. So you can see on the side right here what it is happening in terms of score. So we're going to bounce off at the 30,700 and let's say 15, maybe have a false breakout too, come back down regardless, consolidate, etc., but ultimately come back down to for the most part 30,668, consolidate up to the upside 30,685, come back down to resistance 30,065, probably come back down to here, which is major support, by the way. This is major support right here, and then come back down to 30,609, consolidate up 30,061 or 30,641, 47, and ultimately close. Basically what I want to say is because this support, this is a good support line, really good support line. We don't want to go under this support line if you're not shorting the market. If you're shorting the market, you would want it to go down. But 30,617 ultimately close at this level. That's what I think we're going to be at. If you're not specifically thinking that that's all going to happen, you're basically thinking that's going to hit this level and then just basically start tearing down and breaking through these support levels, consolidate at this level because this is a major support level, and at this point just break down, even though actually it would not break down at this level because it's major support. You'll be banking on it's going to hit here and then start breaking down at this level. So if it were to break down, it would break down towards the end of the day at the 30,658 and then just start breaking down to this level right here. So because there's a support level right here, I didn't draw it specifically, I should have drew it at the 30,471. That's essentially what you would think would happen. So there's that for the Dow Jones. Now for BlackBerry, and by the way, if I'm going to do an in-depth dive for the Dow Jones in the future, hopefully in the next 2 days. So if you're interested in that, consider subscribing so you'll be notified when that video gets posted. Now for BlackBerry, it's not really that great. I should have probably, by the way, Dow Jones, this is where we're at, etc. Whoops. Right there, so that you can see. Plus, it's looking pretty good. The MACD line is in the positive, so that is good. Now, in terms of BlackBerry, right now we're looking at 1214. We passed a bunch of support levels. The next support level we're looking at is what, 1195. The one after that, I believe. Let me just double check before I state it. Yeah, the next one. So we're looking at 1195, 96. The next one is 1132, it looks like 1147. So the problem is, so we got a downward trend line right here that we need to pass, right? We have another one downward trend line forming right here, if you could see. I'm just going to change the color too. So we have a lot of downward trend lines happening and not a good amount of support. Plus the MACD line is down, right? Plus we're underneath the moving averages. So you see these lines, these are moving averages. We're underneath them too. So it's not looking good right now. In terms of the Dow Jones, we were above the moving average. So right here. So everything's looking pretty good for the Dow Jones. So basically it's going to continue down. Ultimately, I don't see it stopping at the moment, but I'm hoping on which one's the best support line. Yeah, probably around. So if anything, we'd be probably around the $11 mark. Okay, so I'm gonna give two outlooks, one negative, one positive, obviously because nobody knows if they knew for sure they'd be rich kind of thing. I don't know. I think the 11. Okay, so I'm gonna give one mediocre too. So I'm expecting us to go down this way. Whoops, escape. So potentially going down. This is going to be the mediocre one. Come down to the $11 support level. Consolidate all the way here for the most part. Like go up, down, all the way through. So that's probably pretty bad. But either way, okay. So consolidate, come down, consolidate at the 11.93, come back up to the 12.23, come down to 11.99, and then break out. Hopefully to support level 12.23. So close off the day at 12.23. That's pretty much actually the optimistic / mediocre side. So I think that's the optimistic side also. Now on the negative side, you're thinking it's basically going to come down to 11.98 and then just basically start trickling down to 11.48 and then close off the day at 11.53. I think that potentially is what's going to happen because we have a downward trend line that won't be broken. I think by the end of the day, it'll be close to it, but that's pretty much it. If you really want the upside fully, in case if this uptrend does form, if there is an uptrend that does form right about here, it looks like what's going to essentially happen is it's consolidate at the $11.27 price point, and then just keep going up on this, on the support, get knocked down in terms of resistance. So knocked down at the $12.41 or $12.49. No, sorry about that. Yeah, $12.45, 49 cents. Get shot down to 12.27. Consolidate to the 1 to 2 p.m. ish of the day. Actually, no, this would be 2 p.m. and then get shot up shot up to 12.44. Consolidate, and then by the end of the day, you're looking at 12.47. I think that would be pretty much it. Or max, if you're looking at, it would be 12.86 because I don't. Actually, no, that's not a resistance line. But yeah, 12.77 for the most part. 12.76. If you're lucky, if you're looking at is 13.02. These are the levels for the most part. I don't think anything drastic. If you're thinking any more drastic, 13.35. But to the downside, that's the play. That's the upside. That's the downside. I'll keep you guys posted if anything happens more throughout the day, and I'll pin the comment down below in the video. Okay, so for GameStop, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty wild. We got a downward trend line that was basically like kept us down, or we were bouncing off in terms of support, but we went under right now recently. So right now we bounced off the 107. We bounced off the $100 mark almost for the most part, resistance support level. The next support level we're looking at for the most part is at the $95 mark if it keeps going low like this. So we have a downward trend line forming right up. It's pretty steep actually. Let's not go with that one. Let's go with this one because this one is a more refined one. So we have right about here. Where is it? Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so it's right about here. It's going to take a while to break actually. So we got that, and then we got another one forming right about here. So that's probably more accurate. So what potentially could happen is we could bounce off this support level 107, try to consolidate, and then if you're optimistic, break off from this, but then you're just going to get shot down to 113, come back down, and then if you're looking for a breakout, hopefully you close off the day by $120, hopefully. Best case scenario, 131, 133, but because of the Robinhood stuff, I don't think that's going to happen. But if you're not optimistic and you're thinking things are going to get shot down regardless, still, I think you're going to bounce off the support line nonetheless, $108, potentially consolidate or go up to the midday mark and then get shot down to the $100 mark, come through here, get shot down still more, and ultimately come down to the $95 mark. So I think potentially by the end of the day, either you're closing at a $95 mark or the $87 mark. So that potentially is what can happen if you're not optimistic. So those are the plays. There's not that much, like, we're trickling down in terms of support. I don't own any positions in GameStop, but I'm kind of hoping everything goes up on the upside. It's going to take, again, like I've stated in the previous videos, because it takes 3 to 5 business days to transfer funds from one platform to another, like institution to another institution. It's going to take a while before reinforcements come in. So yeah, there's that. The only thing is too, the downfall is like the support levels have been breaking in terms of, like a lot of support levels. So you're banking on basically horizontal support levels now. There's no more diagonal support levels that I could see. If I see any, I'll be posting them down below. Let me see. Is there? Yeah, it's been pretty much broken. So you're banking on horizontal support levels. So the horizontal support levels that I stated. But I'll try to post up a video midday too. If you want to be notified when I post that up, consider subscribing. It'll be beneficial so that it can be posted up. Or I might just post up a video towards the end of the day recapping what happened and potentially what's going to happen tomorrow. But thanks again for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Really helps the channel, helps it out to grow and all stuff. Comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them as quick as possible. And consider subscribing if you want to see more videos in terms of stocks, financial stuff. I'm going to post videos like about mortgages, what's the best way to do them, etc., so on and so forth. Thanks again for watching, and take care for now, guys. Peace.